Menteri Rangba Kajala Ukonrod ke Sangma Harengkat Menteri Ketenat Jengok Kai Perthei Uba Pol Lengdo Chief Secretary Kajala Uba DP Walang Bar Uba CV Dengdo Haka Khatwei Tarik Naitung Arhajar Arpusau Kila Pelat Padba Yaka Hello Megalia Haba Jingkran Menteri Rangba Kajala Konrod ke Sangma Ulapan Shlur Ki Samla Ban Wan Shakmat Ban Pen Iya Kasap Kapong Jongki Lengba Ka Hello Megalia Lakadei Hakikam Shnaplim ki kam ruai bat kiwe de kisap ki pong ba ki samla ki don ban pen pau sha ka perthei shu hakani kasngi nakaliang ka sarkar kala ai khusnam ru ya ki tu ki riu don sab haki banta ba pher kenthop nari lom khasi jantia batgaro
important. The last time when I had spoken to my team about MGMP and looking at all these different programs that we're doing, our idea is to create value. You see, it's not about just showcasing your talent. Yes, we have talent, and yes, we should showcase it. But how does this talent convert into livelihood? How does this livelihood convert into different earnings for our people? How can we collaborate with the industry? How do we make it an industrial system? How do we create a music economy? How do we create a movie economy? It's not about just music, not about just sports, but how do we create a sports economy? What is activity that will ensure that while we invest in all of this for the youth, the music and the sports, we need to create livelihood and we need to ensure that the economy also is affected by it. And that's why this entire platform is all connected to all these issues, and that's why they just mentioned to you about the economy also. But I just wanted to let you know that these are all factors that have come into our thought process while we were planning all of this. So really we're looking forward to this happening. I also want to share with you that I had the opportunity to meet our Honorable Prime Minister once, and I mentioned about this OTT platform to him, and he was very excited to hear about it. And he was mentioning that he would be very happy to see our local boys and girls from here who are focused on their traditional music, especially traditional music, and how that music can be collaborated with another state's cultural music, and how there could be some fusion between the local cultural music from this state with another state, and how you could create unique music and fusion music out of that. And this is one aspect that I would really like to also support. I would like to see that our cultural, the musics, the traditional musics, the music instruments that we have, how can these be then connected to other parts of the country and even the world, because that's what will be very distinct about us.
The winner in the Best Food Influencer category is Trian Pavilsi.
Have already been selected. What is the screening process?
So basically, we have a program called the Meghalaya Grassroots Music Program. This is a program where we support artists to come in and perform, and the government again pays for them to perform. Again, it's an investment in the youth, but at the same time, they are actually singing and performing in front of tourists and in important cafes, important tourist locations. So it's an entertainment, but at the same time, the artists also are earning. What we felt that it could take it to the next level by now connecting with other platforms where they can perform. So Hard Rock Cafe, of course, is a very well-known brand. So MGMP is now tying up with Hard Rock Cafe, where now our artists who are in the MGMP, I'm sure there'll be a screening process, will be selected and they will be getting a chance to perform in different Hard Rock cafes throughout the country, and that way they'll be getting more sources of revenue, better branding for themselves, and more exposure in the larger picture. Right? There's no subscription, yes. But you see, what happens is, for the government at a larger scale, when you look at the kind of employment generation that this will have, it's an investment that we're making. So I wouldn't look at it as expenditure, though it is expense, but it is more of an investment in the talent and the youth and the future of our youth and the content creators, and providing them job opportunities and revenue earning model in the future.
Sir, about the collaboration.
So the Hello Meghalaya OTT platform was conceptualized with the idea that we have a lot of talent among our youth in content creation, whether it's movies, whether it's documentaries, short films, even music videos. but they never had a space or avenue to actually showcase it in the kind of larger global and national platform. And hence, Hello Meghalaya is a step towards providing that platform to our youngsters to be able to showcase their talent and create, in a way, a livelihood out of it, create revenue out of it for them, and also an opportunity for them to showcase their talent to the rest of the state, the country, and the world. Through this particular platform, as you're aware, that the content creators can put their content, and the government pays the content creators for the contents that they create at different categories. So category-wise and viewership-wise, different amounts are given. But as I said, it's a revenue model for the content creator. So in many cases, our content creators and artists who did not have that kind of platform before, or did not have that kind of revenue opportunity, this is giving them the platform as well as the revenue to be able to really, provide them that foundation to then, move forward in this particular field. The second objective, of course, is to be able to really provide a platform for promoting our culture, promoting our language, promoting different aspects of our society, and we are hopeful that this platform will allow the different language content to come up and music content to come up, and that's another objective that we have. And third, of course, it's an area where we expect that all the youth will be able to come together and be able to really engage with each other, and that's really what we're trying to do out.
So why and how did the government decide to launch this? Because this is generally a private affair all over the world. Is it because you have a limited market and people need some kind of...
Yes, that is one part, that to create the economic viability in the beginning was not there for a private party to immediately launch it. And hence we felt that the government needs to support it in the beginning. I'm hopeful that once it starts picking up, then we'll be able to then engage maybe with private parties and find out some way in which we can slowly bring in private and public partnership to the entire process. But till then, the government would like to promote this, support it, and most importantly, support our youth and our artists.
So do you also look in terms of expanding to the other markets in the Northeast or the Eastern India?
Absolutely. That's the advantage of technology, that you can expand to any part of the country and the region. So we will expand not just in terms of geographical outreach, but we like to expand also in terms of the different areas where content can be created. So it's not just music, it's not just about movies, but as I said, slowly we're going to documentaries, into food, into lifestyle, into health issues. So all health videos. So all of these kind of things we are hopeful that will be covered.
So it's basically a platform for even the smallest of communities to present their creativity, right?
Absolutely. That's what the idea is, as I said. But more importantly, it's a financial model which will support these artists who may need this support in the beginning, as it's not financially viable for them also.
But how do you ensure quality content? Is there any screening?
Yes, of course, there will always be screening of what is happening and quality, but it'll always be a trial and error kind of a process. We can't expect that everything will be perfect from day one, but we have to try. We have to start somewhere. So we decided that we will go ahead, we'll start with this. We will improve, we will adapt as we go along, and we'll try to improve the overall content as we move forward. But yes, there will be a system of filtering and ensuring that the content is always filtered properly.
OTT platforms are highly competitive. Where we will stand when in this competitive field?
Yes. Yes, there is competition, but as you can make out that this will be a very niche market because this is very language specific. So here we're talking of Khasi language, Garo language, Banar, and other local languages that we have. They will get the platform which they do not get maybe in other platforms. And in the other platforms, when they come up, they don't get the kind of financial support that they may need. And therefore, this is a very specific content creation for our local languages, our local content, our local culture, history, and language. So these things will make it slightly more, you can say, unique.